Atomics on a Friday, with your guides through the digital wilderness, Michael Haag and Paul Michaud. This week, we dive into the enigmatic world of Lua-based malware, a topic as elusive and potent as the creatures of the desert. In our vast digital Sahara, where the relentless sun of technology illuminates the ever-changing sands of cybersecurity, Lua emerges from the shadows, revealing its dual nature as both a builder's tool and a wanderer's weapon. Join us as we explore how to master Lua with the precision of a desert fox crafting its den, utilizing cutting-edge CI/CD methodologies and atomic tests. Watch closely as we learn from defenders, akin to vigilant meerkats, who expertly anticipate and neutralize Lua-based threats that slink through our digital defenses. As Lua moves from the periphery to the forefront of our cyber defenses, we confront the stark realities of its impact. With conventional tools often caught off guard, the urgency to adapt is palpable. Today, on Atomics on a Friday, we navigate the treacherous terrains of the Lua Desert, learning to safeguard our digital oases against these hidden threats. So, gear up for an insightful journey across the digital dunes and discover how understanding Lua is pivotal in fortifying our cyber landscapes. Stay tuned as we traverse these challenging yet captivating expanses right here on Atomics on a Friday. Welcome to another thrilling episode of Atomics on a Friday.
Yo, welcome to early Atomics Friday.
He got wordy there at the end.
Yeah, he did. He sort of like
kind of kept
words.
Just rapping like a repeat with a different variation each round. But
I love that he said oases. Oases. And then
helpable.
Meerkats. I didn't read that, I guess.
Isn't palpable one of those words that keep showing up in AI generated content along with something else? Aren't there like 5 buzzwords or like words that just keep showing up repeatedly in AI generated like Gen AI content?
I don't know if I've heard of palpable, but that would it makes sense. Digital oases. It even says oases, SES. I don't know.
Oh, I even typed it wrong?
Is that like multiple oases?
Is it like oasi?
Is it oases or oases? An oasis is an area made, oases, more than one. Yeah, it's more than one. So.
Okay, so it is correct.
Yeah. Where did meerkat come from?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Akin to, watch closely as we learn from defenders, akin to vigilant meerkats. Amazing. All right. Probably everyone's like, whoa, why are these guys on so early on a Friday? It's very early today.
Pretty much. That's fine.
Well,
do whatever you want.
I know. It could be Thursday.
Run your own stream.
I know. Maybe it's Wednesday. I don't know what day it is anymore.
Today is Monday. Where's that screenshot when we need it?
Oh, yes. That was so funny. That was so good.
I amuse myself sometimes.
Why are you streaming on a Monday? It's like,
why are you streaming on a Wednesday? When it's called Atomics on Friday. Take Monday, my dude. Good times.
That was hilarious. Well, how'd that banner get back? I thought I removed it.
I took it off. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Now it's gone again. Okay. My headphones are about to die. Well, how about that? You got 10%. Trackpad's at 10%. Everything's going to die today.
Yep. Plenty of time.
Cool.
Speed run it.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's like, what is Lua?
Never heard of it?
Welcome to the show. First time. Sorry. Not sorry. We sit here and we talk about coffee. Is that a Yeti? Is that new?
No.
Oh.
I'm drinking tea, but yes, it is a Yeti.
Oh, okay, cool. That looks nice.
Yeah,
nice
but it's branded by the people who fixed my basement.
Nice.
It was a gift for giving them large sums of money to make sure my house doesn't collapse.
That's awesome.
I mean, I think I would have preferred like a better deal or discount, but a nice Yeti is still sufficient. I mean, it's been great. It's like it's
that's awesome. You get like a $60 Yeti. They're like, here you go. We got these a while back. This is back at Conf 23. Oh, is there something in there? What was that?
Just spilled it.
Something, but it's like brand new. I haven't even touched the straw yet. Can't even see it. But yeah, anyway. My name is Mike.
I'm Paul.
And it's Friday. Howdy. Thank you for joining.
It actually is Friday first. Because we were talking about going on yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, it's Thursday. Like I was about to make a comment, but nope, it's actually Friday. So
yep. It is. It is. Yeah, I'm excited to share this cool little project. I don't even know what the slides look like anymore. Probably should there we go. Boom.
We even have slides. There we go.
I got my Lua Mysteries of the Universe slide.
This is a new programming language, right?
Lua, oh yeah, it's hot off the press. It's like
from 1993. It's only
Did you Google
a few weeks old?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Lua's been around. It's highly popular in a lot of projects in edge devices in particular, and a lot of adversaries write in it. I think we talked about this on the Lowballs line episode. I don't remember when that was. And but yeah, a lot of adversaries love it. I think we're going to start to see more products start to find ways to detect it better. It does run on Linux, Windows, Mac, and Edge. It runs on. So anything on the Edge, I mean, we've seen lots of backdoors written in it, coming from, I think it's like Chinese nation states. So that's pretty cool. And we don't see it enough because I don't think a lot of people realize that. Well, maybe they do. Maybe people realize it more than I think. Not a lot of visibility into it. So it's kind of a tricky language. It evades a lot of controls. A lot of AV struggle with it because it's Lua, and I don't know why. It doesn't seem like it's a completely mystery of a language, but maybe it is. Maybe it's extremely hard to detect. I don't know. So here we are. And
I look at the same kind of ideas as like Go and Nim, but we've had a huge push on trying to include those, doing better analytics on those. But Lua's been around for over 3 decades at this point.
Yep.
And it's baked into almost anything that touches your network. Like if you have a network, I guarantee you there's a device that's running Lua.
Yeah, I just, as you mentioned it, there was that recent Arcane Door espionage focused campaign found targeting perimeter network devices. And the first thing I did when I saw that come out is, I'll share my screen, is I did Command F, and then I said Lua. So
where's my Gen AI to just strip out anything that's related to Lua?
I was like, yeah, Lua is everywhere. Lua is everything. I joke about it, right? And I think I've talked about that on the last show. Was, I joke about Lua. I really don't know anything about Lua, but I think it's a really interesting language, and I love that, adversaries use it, pop these edge devices, and they persist for a very long time, or they collect things for a very long time, and nobody notices it. And then I think around the time I was joking about it on Twitter, or I'm not even gonna say joking, around the time I was talking about it on Twitter a lot, the group, was it Hacker House? Yeah, Hacker House came out with Offensive Lua, and that was like pretty mind-blowing in my opinion, because I think it was one of the first times we've seen like an open source like adversary portion or that other side of using Lua. versus just like backdoors and edge devices and whatnot. So it was like, here's an endpoint focused version of it, which was cool. And I never really played with it because, again, I don't know Lua. I didn't even know how to compile it. And that was kind of like my barrier, was like figuring out how to get Lua JIT to like compile and build all these things. Other than my typical place I go to is you, Paul, of like, hey, Paul, can you compile this for me so I can use this? Because I hate
I
using
had
Visual
no
Studio.
idea. I was like, oh yeah, just like give it to Chat GPT, like compile this.
Yeah, yes. How do I compile? Or you compile it, GPT, you figure it out.
That's what I'm paying you to do.
Yes. And so I think a week or two ago, I finally figured it out. I like took a minute. So what happened was, man, I love that Yeti. Nice. What happened was a recent malware campaign dropped, and it was like, hey, it was Redline Stealer, and Redline was like, hey, we're using Lua now. And I was like, oh. And again, I was like, that of course piqued my interest, right? It was just like, hey, like we can talk about Lua. And so the thing that really like interested me the most was, it was like so basic, right? Like they literally brought in a compiler, or let's just say a loader, and then they had the Lua 51 DLL, which is the base DLL for Lua when you compile it. And then they used bytecode, Lua bytecode, which is very easy to compile or like to generate. And I'll show you all this in a minute. And I was like, well, shoot, I could do that. Like I could create a basic little compiler or a loader. I could create some basic bytecode and figure out how to generate, the Lua JIT stuff and the DLL. And so I was just like, all right, let's hack at it. I mean, if Redline folks can do it, like Hague can do it. And so, so this is the campaign, right? Like it was downloading stuff from Git, ran an MSI that scheduled a task for, the compiler out of program files, which included the DLL and the bytecode. And so then I guess I brought in other stuff and did all these other cool things and whatnot. So that was the first thing I wanted to learn was, how to create the loader, how to compile Lua and all that kind of stuff. So I think initially when I told you about it, Paul, I was like, I figured out how to get like this crap compiled. And so it was a ton of trial and error. So I will share my screen while we're here. This is really cool. Like I haven't seen anybody do this before. And so like the project's open, it's on my name, Atomic Lua. I guess we should drop that into the links right here. Beep. And then, but yeah, you can check it out. It's pretty cool. So the first thing I was like, I can bother Paul all day long about compiling Lua, or I started thinking, I was like, where you can compile crap is with GitHub Actions and workflows. And so I found out after reading some of the docs, RTFMs, that you run this MSVC build bat file. And this basically builds the Lua JIT executable and the DLL. And so I just was like, all right, I can actually do this. So after I figured all that out, I was able to get it to build. And now it builds it on the fly, which is really cool. And so you get those binaries. And that was like a huge barrier because it was just like, I'm not an expert. And so figured all that out. And so after that, I was like, how do I clone or copy kind of like the Redline Stealer thing? And so initially, what I did is I created this little thing called Hello, and which it's absolutely obscure APT. And more or less, it's all in Lua here. And I have a couple slides talking about what the FFI stuff means, which I'll say it real here because I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm not an expert. This is called the Foreign Function Interface, and it basically allows Lua to call C functions and use C data structures directly from here. Kind of think of it like as like native API stuff, but using Lua. So I was like, that's cool. Whatever works. And if you look at the offensive Lua code, it's mostly all doing the same thing. So kind of cool, good references and good way to learn all this stuff. So initially what I did is I was like, all right, let's create a loader and load up this code or convert this to bytecode and load it up. And I iterated, this is like air quote, the final version of all the stuff that I did. Before I had like a custom loader just for hello and all that kind of stuff. But then after I added all the offensive Lua stuff, I created just like a standard loader for all of them. And the loader is very basic. It basically just, when you compile it, it'll just basically load that Lua DLL. And then it has the ability to just use all of the bytecode that we compile, or that's all been converted and everything like that. And so the hello Lua converts the bytecode, which then it does two things. It will do a message box, which is similar to the offensive Lua message box. And then as it says hello. And then it also beacons out to example.com. So again, it will kind of look like the red line stuff where it's here's the loader, here's the DLL, and here's the bytecode. And I'll show it here in a second. It's kind of easy. Yeah, and so then there's the loader. And again, I'm no expert on these little pieces. So what I had to do, yeah, exactly. What I had to do was I actually had to ask GPT because I was like, I don't know anything about C. Can you build this thing for me? And so that's where the workflow stuff comes in. So yeah, it basically runs, the get action runs, it takes about a minute. It sets up the environment, builds the source, it builds Lua JIT. It then also compiles or converts all the Lua scripts into bytecode from offensive Lua and the hello Lua. And then it adds it back as artifacts. I say artifacts because I don't know how to do the release stuff yet in GitHub. And so I need to figure that out. And so, yeah, once you download that, which I think you can download if you're logged in. If you can't, I need to like make that to where people could download it, which I need to cut a release and add it as release binaries. So yeah, that's the next trick. So yeah, once you download it, this is what you get, is a nice little directory of bytecode, Lua bytecode. Again, you get the Lua loader as well. And just open up your favorite terminal choice. Most of these work. Paul, did you have any issues with any of them?
Yeah, I ran into two.
Okay.
I think.
So yeah.
It was, how am I?
Oh yeah, I had issues with that one too. A couple of them don't work from. A couple of them I had issues with. I think it definitely was how am I, and
Let's say.
which one was it? Yeah,
I
I
don't
can't
actually
remember
see the
one.
one in there that I think I had issues with, but
Oh, I deleted one of them.
it's probably the one that I had issues with. So yeah.
I'll do my hello first. And so this is just bytecode. Like, it's not obfuscated bytecode, so it's not like I'm releasing like, just like crazy wild stuff. Like, you can open it and you'll see practically everything. It's like listing out strings, right? Like, there's no that's APT though. Let's get this out of the screen. We don't want to look at that yet. So yeah, you can open it up and whatnot and see it. So yeah, hello byte, you just run it. You get the example.com output in the background, and then you get your little message. Hello. I know, it's like completely elusive meerkat stuff. And then, and then because I added all of offensive Lua in here, it converts those to bytecode, and then now you can kind of like play with them and just see. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what
the file write was good.
Is that the C temp one? I always forget.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually the one I had to modify from offensive Lua, because there was it was writing to C temp, and I was like, it's not working, and it was bombing on me, and I was like, okay, we need to modify this to where if C temp is not there, we need to add it. So yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, it's very atomic-y. And then
it's good.
what else? There was another one. Did you play with is it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one was cool.
Yeah, that was
Little
good.
Defender's like, yo.
The list process one, I was really impressed with the speed in that.
Oh yeah. It's nice and
Like,
fast.
that seems way faster than the PowerShell module.
We should time this. No, that's pretty cool. I know. It's like, oh yeah, did you hit the Rickroll? Oh, that's right.
I did not hit Rickroll.
Rickroll works. That was funny. Wow.
Wow, thanks,
ads.
YouTube.
That's okay.
Can't even Rickroll people anymore. Because they're just gonna hit with an ad and they're gonna realize like where they're at.
Yep.
YouTube is ruining everything.
Ben Run was the Ben Run. Yeah, that's Bun's calc. Yep. This one, so Ben Run has a hex calc in there. No, Ben Run. And yeah, so it's right here. This is the calc. And the idea from reading the offensive Lua stuff is that if you want to put your own binary in there, you can use bin to hex, which is also written in Lua. And you just pass it your binary, and then it'll output the hex, and then you copy and put that into your bin run. Is this one mine? I think I accidentally committed that. But yeah, there's that. And then yeah, so the one thing I found was that offensive Lua did not commit bin run DLL, and so I think it's the same. And so I started to like play with it to try to get my own. But I'm not there yet. That wasn't supposed to be committed. Buying shell, did you see that one? Did I use a Paul? Oh no, you're there.
Oh, there we go. I did, but I did not test it. So mine's on 5,000. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was neat. But I think the neat thing to me is like something that had a little bit of a barrier, which is like Lua-jit and the DLL. There's not a lot of content out there about Lua on EDR or anything like that. We're starting to see it now being used in the wild with Redline. But as defenders, if you're staring at the screen like I was, I don't even know where to begin with Lua. And so this really helped with like getting all of that figured out and playing with it and things like that. And the cool part, right, is you have all of this you have all the source code here too. So if you really wanted to go through and modify or change anything, you can go and play with that too. Tell it to look at different things and whatever. And you can also see like which ones are doing different things. Like run command is just like very simple, just doing that. And then there's some that are more like complex. But yeah, I haven't played with memory search. That sounds interesting.
That could be interesting.
I don't think I have a password like that in here, but nope. That's cool.
You are running as admin though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because there was a couple when I did try and run them, even as admin. Like I think, which one was it? I have to go back and look. But one of them where I was like, oh, it should definitely be fine. It did not, and it threw a bunch of errors. But
that's supposed to do.
Put it. And say what did just execute.
It's supposed to get something like localhost or. Okay, so you can change the URL.
You're supposed to feed it something. Got it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah, you download exec UAC bypass. That's cool. So, yeah. Drop it to C temp. Use them. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. That's kind of it. I mean, there's not a ton to this. I think the more power here is having a place that compiles all this stuff, and you don't have to like really think hard, and whatnot. So, so kind of the base of the project is the Lua-jit stuff. So if you're digging through it, you'll notice like source and all this is all actually like from the Lua-jit project. I just literally dropped it into the head of the repo and ran it. There is one prereq, and that's the visual C++ thing. I ran into a bunch of issues where that was needed for a few things, not a bunch, but just a few. And then I tried to put a bunch of notes in here. Oh, I also added a disclaimer. Just remember, this is made for defenders and blue team. No red teams allowed. So,
suck it, losers. Blue teamers.
So yeah, blue teamers only. Like, hold your red hat at the door.
Yep. Does it? There was a question from Yoho.
Yeah.
Which is, does it load MDLs?
It does. So when you run the loader, the Lua loader, it will load the Lua DLL, Lua 51 DLL, and that's why it has to be inside this directory here. It's not all, doesn't come all in one. I hadn't dug into it enough to like make it like an all-in-one loader. I don't know if I will, but I don't know. Trying to keep it along lines right now with the red line stuff.
That sounds like a problem for somebody else to handle if they want to make it self-contained. But
yes,
the idea is the same. So, did you test this against anything like a sysmon or any EDRs?
Nope.
Or even like a procmon? No.
Procmon. Yeah, I did load Procmon last week. I was messing with that to look at everything. Yeah, you'll see the DLL load.
And you'll see like the other artifacts and stuff like the file creates, registries, etc.
Yeah.
Not like it just misses them.
Yeah, it's pretty normal, I'd say. I mean, it'd be something to hunt for, at least on the DLL side. The one thing I was thinking about doing, probably won't commit it back to the project, but if you play with the source, you can do anything with it, right? Like, so for the DLL and all that stuff, like you can modify all of this and, change any attributes to the DLL that you want. And I think it's in here. Yeah. But you can change all the names and all that stuff. So like, it doesn't have to be anything like this. And there is no, it's not signed, right? Because it's literally open source. So like, if you go here, maybe, yeah, right here. There's nothing in here, but so if you wanted to make it look more evil or more whatever, sign it, throw it out there, see what happens. I did upload my my little loader, my initial loader. I uploaded to VirusTotal. You see if I can find it real quick. There was like one of those random ones, one of those random AV products. Let me see if I can find it. Do a lot of LNK testing.
Wait, did you slap it into an LNK and try and do it?
No, not yet. No. I do a bunch of other random LNK stuff. Oh, I got an error. Where's VirusTotal? Where are you at? Nope. I don't know where it's at. I will find it again. Is it not working? I don't know. I'm getting an error where I had it before. Now I can't find it. Yeah, it's weird. Man, I do a lot of sketchy stuff. Yeah, that's not it. That's the Lua sample from Redline. Yeah, I can't find it. I had it somewhere. Maybe it was the LNK. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Sandman.
My browser. Call trace. Yeah. Sandman. What do you mean?
Yeah, the
APT.
Yeah, APT with the Lua Dream.
Oh,
Sandman has been seen doing Lua Dream attacks using DLL hijacking. Malware gets its name from using the Lua-jit compiler.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, I feel like we've seen something before the red line, because I remember that coming out, and I'm like, oh yeah. But I think that's right. Was there anything else before that? That was last year. GitHub bug used to infect game hackers with Lua malware. Classic.
Yeah, the Sandman one's a pretty good one. I do remember that coming out now. I think I trolled that one pretty heavily too.
Oh, there was apparently some Linux malware from 2017 using Lua scripts. The Shishiga malware.
Oh yeah. Wow, they give you practically all the code here too. Malware, the hard-coded Lua code, malware.lua. There you go. That's a neat one.
Oh, IOTroop botnet 2017. Hitting edge devices. Classic. Wait till people find out what Nmap has.
Yes. That's funny.
I'm surprised this hasn't gained as much.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why it's
I mean, it's probably all the good stuff sitting on the edge devices that have zero visibility.
Yeah. I think it's between edge and just the unknown. And then an unknown of EDR and endpoints, not people not realizing it or looking for it.
I mean, if you look at what you're doing with the Lua stuff, you're literally just calling or importing Windows APIs. So the end result of those APIs itself is still the same. So again, if you're hunting the binary, might have some things, but if you're hunting techniques of what the end results are, the behavioral aspects, it's going to be the same, right? A file write's a file write. It's just where potentially does like sensors do their hooking, right? If it's in the kernel, then you potentially are probably just going to see the artifacts. If they're, using like userland hooks for auxiliary, they may miss stuff depending on which functions are called. So I mean, it could be a number of reasons, but I just think that we don't see more of it because a lot of it's used for the edge device stuff.
Yeah.
That's probably my
embedded things.
What else is embedded? Didn't I just see something about embedded? I thought you and I were talking about something yesterday. No? I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't remember either. Embedded technologies. It's the new hotness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Highwind 32. I don't think I have.
I don't think so. Oh, apparently it's in my Google search here.
So apparently Mike has looked into it.
Yes. It was right there.
Provides
Master.
access to many Windows APIs from Python 3. Oh, okay, so it's a Python module library.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that appears the first thing I clicked was that.
Getting started. Just pip install. Got it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of
is that the FFI?
Yeah, yep. I was just kind of jumping through the slides that I wrote, but I don't know. I just kind of tossed it all together real quick, but I kind of get the gist.
So are there any atomics for this atomic Lua yet?
There's no atomic red team atomics. So if you're looking for an atomic red team shirt and sticker, that would be the place to go. Right, your first atomic.
Upload.
Yes. Speaking of that, I did. I had a couple. I think it went out. I don't get the Atomic Red Team newsletter. Do you get it? Do you still get it? I don't know. I don't get it for some reason.
I saw it. Okay. You were on there like 5 times. Like your face was the email this week. Hold on.
I didn't see that, but that's hilarious.
I'll show it. Hold on 1 second.
All right. And I'll show the tweets. Or if you want to show the tweets, if you have the tweets.
I don't have tweets. You have tweets.
Okay. I have the tweets from that. And then where did that go? Slack.
Where is it?
I can share the tweets and then you can share the email.
Yeah, hold
on. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Atomic newsletter.
The browser. Yeah, I don't get the newsletter. I don't know why. It's like the 100th time.
Well, didn't they delete everybody?
Oh, yep. I think you're right. I think that's why.
We can blame Brian for that.
Yeah,
he's not here, but we're gonna.
I think a week or two ago, I don't even know what day, on the April 29th, that day, I wrote just like some basic chain reaction stuff. This binary defense blog came out and I thought it was really cool and it was really good. And it's kind of more on the how to find or how to detect like registry, hidden scheduled task type stuff. And I thought that was slick. My only thing that I really wanted was like, how can I do this programmatically in an atomic fashion? And so I wrote this thing called hidden scheduled task.ps1. My favorite thing is the fact that I forgot the S on the ASCII art, but yeah. So it's just an atomic test that runs through, I think like 7 different things from 6-7 different tests from the blog. Yeah, I thought, because I wanted to be able to test it, so I did that. I don't think all of these or some of these are in Atomic Red Team. So if you want a shirt, sticker, that's the way to go. And then the other one here is the Forest Blizzard piece from Microsoft recently. And I don't remember what it was about. Schooler, yeah, just stuff. But again, there wasn't a decent way to test for this other than like running the malware and all that, which I didn't really want to do. So I converted most of it to, again, another kind of like chain reaction. And the ASCII art's probably where the money's at on this one. But it basically just performs, I think, 2 tests. Creates a scheduled task. It writes a task using, I think, just PowerShell. Everything's pretty native. And then, yeah, it creates a fake class ID. And I don't know. It basically follows the blog. And it's pretty simple. But again, I just like to test these things. So yeah, those could be added to Atomic Red Team. All right, I'll let you share it up. The face of Atomic.
Yeah, it literally the face of atomic, like that was the body of the email.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
this is the email.
Well,
I thought it was top tier.
I did not expect that.
It's like it was just Haig's face, and then Haig needs your help, and then there are the two things about the scheduled tasks, and then
gosh.
the forest blizzard, which was great.
That's super funny. I didn't realize that's what they did.
They even said, like, if you haven't committed and you want free stuff, like,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yes. That is hilarious.
I thought that was great.
So between Atomic Lua and those two atomics,
It's like 15 opportunities for free stuff.
yeah, you can't go wrong in free stuff. Here's one of the tweets, and then here's the other one. If you can't see it in chat, it's in chat. There's like, yeah, and then I think that was it. Yeah, I see someone in the Slack channel maybe going for it, so got some competition out there if you aren't fast enough.
And if you've already committed, just create a new GitHub account and ship a commit.
Yes.
I won't tell.
Nobody does that.
Who would do such a thing?
Try to see. Yeah, I don't think anyone's committed it yet based on my quick view of this. Yeah. Lua.
So when are you going to build some atomic tests for edge devices in Lua?
That's funny you asked that. I thought about that. I was like
Maybe
we could easily, yeah, I was gonna say we could easily get one of these things on AWS or whatever and start gooping, right? Like, I think it'd be interesting. Yeah, I did think about that specifically because releasing endpoint tests is cool, but releasing edge device or embedded device testing be even cooler.
I mean, I have not come across that, and maybe it does exist. I just haven't seen it. But like, is there anything for testing edge devices other than like your scanner that kind of just looks at stuff like your Nessus or your Qualis, etc.? But like, I don't think so, man. That actually does anything.
Not an actual like test. Running atomics on your ASA.
I mean, it's not like you're going to get any logs from those anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And on, what was it, Arcane Door, they were like, they disabled, if you search disable on that same blog. Share my screen. First thing they did, disabled logging. That easy. Disable syslog, disable logging, and start dropping Lua. I don't know. You want to get logs anyway?
Maybe you should go talk to the Talos people.
Knock on some arcane doors.
Classic. Maybe this will be the year of Lua. Everybody wants the year of the Linux on the desktop, but I kind of want just the year of the Lua.
Lua on the desktop.
Yeah, it is.
I POC'd writing a Lua like AV scanner. I POC'd it. It's pretty cool. Like writing
Shell
signatures.
Sweep also in Lua?
Shell Sweep is in Lua.
You make like 3 versions of Shell Sweep, like Python and PowerShell and Lua?
Yep, I did. Yeah.
Just because you could.
Just because, yep. Yeah.
Though.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I forgot about that.
First person to figure out how to write an agent to install on switches and firewalls is going to make an absurd amount of money.
Yeah, and without like blowing them up and yeah.
Honestly, it's probably a good time for blowing some stuff up anyway. Clam AV, probably. That sounds about right.
Most AVs are. That's the funny part. Lua.
Probably it's just download a version of it and upload it to like VT or something. It should tell you what it's written in.
Oh, I know. Jose was telling me that, or he said on the last episode, there was some proxy thing is also written in Lua. It was an Nginx proxy thing.
Like an offset.
OpenResty is written in Lua.
What is OpenResty?
I don't know. I never heard of it, but he knew all about it.
Nginx distribution, which includes LuaJIT for Lua scripts, and was mainly supported by Cloudflare from 2012 to 2016, 2017. Source. That sounds like something waiting to happen. Like, wonder where OpenResty is deployed at.
Probably everywhere.
Probably the infrastructure that runs the internet, but classic.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. What else do we got? That's all I have for today. But yeah, it was an early episode today, early Friday.
Get in, get out.
Yeah, we have no things scheduled for the next couple.
Don't we still need to jam Impede?
Yep. Let me.
I forgot about that. We still need to do that one.
Yes, we do. Let me find.
They got a bunch of sick new features that I still need to go look at.
I know. Yeah, he's done a episode on it. I think they do TrustSec or whatnot.
Oh, really? I somehow missed that.
What's it called?
This is what happened when you just stop using the internet for a while.
Impede. Yeah, he did a whole live webinar on it on April 17th.
Sick. I'll have to go back and check that out. Did we figure out when MITRE evals drop? Because EDR Showdown should be coming down soon.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we gotta have we gotta get the old. Sorry, saw a meme.
The bracket setup.
Yeah, we got to get the brackets going. Favorite EDR.
I forgot. Are we gonna seed this one, or are we gonna seed C2s for next year?
That's right. Should we do early voting for top X, and then it's bracket time?
Just do like start with like 16, and then just do an Elite 8 going forward.
Yeah, something like that. Is there 16 EDRs?
Probably.
EDR.
I mean, the things we call EDR that aren't EDRs is, it's kind of like C2. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
I guess we should probably clarify, what do we define as an EDR? Because if it only detects, but it has no response capability, i.e. Sysmon, should it be an EDR? And in my opinion, probably not. Right? Like Elastic.
What is this?
What is what?
Oh, via enabled telemetry. I was like, why does it have a cross? It's so random.
Wait, is there what if we has a cross?
Yeah, the Trend Micro one here.
Oh.
What if we just take this list?
Has an agent?
Yeah, exactly. What if we just take this list and do early voting, get it down to the, what did you say, top 8?
Yeah. Okay, here's what we could do. We could just take those little emojis they use, and if it has a check, that's a +1. A thing about config, it can do it, but you have to enable something, would be like a +0.5.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have it, it's a 0. We could just basically like use that table right there and then seed it, and then just go from there.
Okay.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah, that seems easy enough. Log. What's the log? The event log.
Although I kind of want to do it surrounding who's ever in the evals.
When is the evals?
I don't know. We should talk to somebody who
Miter evals
is in the Miter evals team.
Resource enterprise. Okay. Yeah, they don't really. Oh wait, enterprise eval 2024. Learn more. Get evaluated. Oh,
I think they're in process because they usually drop in like August.
okay. Yeah, it's
I think.
okay.
So we got
Well,
time.
you can ask, and then maybe this summer we'll kind of get started on it.
Yeah.
What else do we need to do? We should do another something. Trying to think.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got time.
Yeah, EDR.
I mean, summer vacation's coming up.
I've been thinking about inviting another AI person.
How many AI people do we know?
I know a lot. Now, my buddy Adam Swanda, he's probably not watching, and he probably will never watch. But I've been talking to him about coming on and sharing some of the stuff he's been working on. He works at Robust Intelligence, and he's written some really cool LLM things and whatnot, all related to like CTI and not related to CTI. But yeah, pretty cool. I think it'd be awesome to bring him on and talk about LLM hacking and stuff like that.
Let's do it. Sounds lit.
Yep.
Results of evaluation in the fourth quarter of 2024.
Okay.
All right. That's doable.
Cool. We can do that.
So yeah, sounds about right.
We can do that. And then, okay, so we got Impede. We got LLM, Haxering, EDR evals.
Yeah, should we allow EDR vendors to buy a higher seed?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm okay with.
We need to open up
definitely
the
have
PayPal. Actually, not PayPal. We'll do Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You know, if you're an EDR vendor and you're watching, you know, payments will be accepted so that you're a winner.
And if you're also one of the companies we work at, don't forget us at bonus time. And we'll definitely seed you better.
Yes.
And we'll even rig the competition a little bit too.
Yes.
The Splunk EDR.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Does Cisco have an EDR?
Cisco does have an EDR.
Yeah, isn't it AMP or something like that?
I think it's called Cisco XDR now.
It's a rebrand and pivot.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't been here at Cisco long enough to know.
Yeah, Cisco Secure Endpoint, formerly AMP for Endpoints.
Ah, there you go. Is it on that?
EDR
chart?
and XDR capabilities.
Cisco is not on this.
Wait a minute. So you
video.
have, hey, you have access to an EDR again.
I do. You're right. Yeah. I know.
Maybe the research team should be writing some analytics to convert the models.
I'm going to hunt down my manager for that one.
That's right. Hopefully he's not at RSA.
Yeah, he was. I think he's on his way home today. But yeah, RSA. What was new at RSA? Did you catch anything besides nothing new?
No, but Keanu Reeves has joined the fight in cyber, so that's cool.
That's right. Paolo had a really cool. I saw a meme. Oh, I saw a meme from Nas. Let me find it. That was good. Yes.
For this one.
How do I share this? Back here. I'll do it over here. Here. This is good. This is really, really good. Yeah.
Can somebody tell me if there's anything that RSA that did not involve AI?
Yeah. I thought that was funny.
I'm pleading the fifth.
Yeah, they had
I have
like,
no comment.
was it like dancers in the street or something? I don't even know.
Yeah, there was like a commercial
Right.
that got dropped, and that's kind of like part of it. It was the whole thing.
That was good. I thought that was
Yeah.
funny.
I'm not sure what the dance mob was doing. So I just like quick clips of it. So,
It's funny.
but no, legitimately, like I'm curious if anything went down at RSA that did not involve Gen AI.
I don't know. We released a not we, but I saw Splunk release like a, what is it called?
Unless all of these new co-pilots that are out can't handle things like find the malware or track the APT in my environment, it's garbage AI. All right.
Could you have, that would be like the ultimate.
Honestly, that prompt is probably just a prompt that should run like 20 other prompts that are things like go hunt for weird scheduled tasks, services, right? WMI execution. Just goes and executes like 20 random things. Like it's
It
a
just
wrapper
uses
of other.
uses like the SOAR API to like hit SOAR and runs all these things on all the endpoints.
Yeah. Just ask the question. Any APTs today? Hey Jarvis, are there any APTs today? No. Hunting's done for the day. Time to move on. There you go. It solved the self-security.
That would be awesome. Any new intel? Anything I need to worry about? Nope. Good to go.
You win.
Or you ask it like, do we have any coverage for Lua? And it's like, no, but I just developed 5 new things for you right now.
Well, actually, I think there is a product that does that, which is, I think, Prelude, I think, is using Gen AI to write detections based on like things it's fed or based off its tests. If it doesn't detect anything.
Fancy.
Yeah. At least I think that's how I interpreted what it is. I can't read anything marketing anymore because the way I interpret it actually isn't how the product works. And I think that's what's supposed to happen in marketing these days, so that people just buy it because they think they understand how it works, and then it's not how it actually works. I don't know. Not saying that that's the case with Prelude. Like, no, not saying that, but just by reading marketing materials, I can't figure it out anymore.
Actionable, one of a kind, security that scales. I don't know. Their product has changed a lot.
I think we call that a pivot.
Pivot.
That was Silicon Valley.
What? Weird. I thought these were like blogs. What am I missing? Oh,
Are you sure you're not on a blog?
It might be a blog. Tell me what you think of this. Is these blogs? Advisories. Okay.
Oh, yeah, they're advisories.
And I click it, and I expected like a playbook. But I got like this. That's all I got. Did I miss something? Nope.
No.
Schedule a test. Oh, okay. Well, not what I thought. Nope. It's interesting because that whole like detection space, or writing atomics and selling them as enterprise things, is a space. And so many of them have consumed atomic red team to help
it's amazing the amount of
jump off point.
I think there's a magic quadrant for this type of thing, which we've done before. Like,
we should do a
the
bracket.
BAS C2 bracket showdown.
The BAS showdown. Which one emulates the APT the best?
Can any of them, if they're all based on the same core product?
Wait a minute, I wrote that atomic 4 years ago.
Yeah. Although I do appreciate one commercial EDR, literally taking code from PowerSploit and using it as a way to reflectively load those DLLs, their DLL into the userland stuff.
Oh my gosh.
The amount of times the alerts that fired for an EDR detecting some other EDR using PowerSploit's PowerShell code to reflectively load a DLL was absurd. The first time I saw that, I was like, this is problematic. And then realizing what happened, I'm like, oh, this is... And then you realize that that actually occurs quite frequently.
That is wild.
Yeah. I wonder if they're still doing that. Allegedly, it's not. But...
It's funny.
Got some sweet music going now?
Yeah, man. I was like, you know what? We're an hour deep. Throw some tunes on. It's Friday. It's funny. The difference between the volume of 9 and 11 was a lot.
2-point difference?
Yeah. 12 is good. You know, there's a good one in here. Where is it at? Is that lo-fi or night driving? Or daydreaming?
Wait, are these the built-in things for a...
Yeah. Yeah, daydreaming's cool. Daydreaming's cool. I like that one. All right, real quick. We're like at the end here, and more people are showing up. But which was your favorite purple AF intro? Andrew, Megan, Nas, Harrison, Anton, or episode 1, whatever that one is.
Ooh, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember half of them.
Just gotta wing it. Pick one.
I think Andrew's and Megan's, because there was something about that one that got me stuck on.
Ooh, no.
I forgot what it was.
We
but
have
Nas
a vote.
was also good.
All right, let's do Nas. That one was good. Here we go.
Are we gonna end with an intro?
Balance between peril and promise perpetually dances. We invite you to embark on an extraordinary expedition. This 8th of March, Atomics on a Friday, unveils a special chapter in our Purple March Madness series. Here, amidst the intricate web of cyberspace, we find Nasreddine Benchachali, a beacon of insight in the shadowy realms of cyber threat detection. With the precision of a master craftsman, this episode delves into the art of uncovering hidden threats within the digital ether. Nasreddine, our guide through this labyrinth, teaches us to discern the subtle whispers of danger amidst the cacophony of data. Together, we'll learn to harmonize these discoveries with our log sources, creating a symphony of security insights that echo with clarity and purpose. Join us on this special Atomics on a Free Day as we embark on this enlightening quest in the vast expanse of our digital universe.
Andrew, Megan.
A landscape both vast and untamed, we find ourselves at the crossroads of an eternal struggle. Here, amidst the ceaseless dance of digital dominance and defense, the architects of safeguard and the heralds of havoc vie for supremacy within the enigmatic realm of Active Directory. This labyrinthine network, a veritable treasure trove of pathways and secrets, sets the stage for today's episode of Atomics on a Friday.
I think this intro has a better introduction to Active Directory than Microsoft has for Active Directory.
Yeah.
Friday.
They should.
We are privileged to welcome Andrew Schwartz.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll let that one in, but that one is good.
I feel like Microsoft should just use their own thing they invested $10 billion into. Better describe some of their own products, but you know.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Yeah. It is yeah. We should do one for Intra or Azure. Intra? Azure? Same thing? Not same thing? New thing? Pivot?
Maybe pivot. When in doubt, just pivot.
It's getting rough in the streets, pivot.
What are we going to pivot to after Lua?
Good question.
Should we go to Nim? Should we just burn down Nim? Did Nim ever pick up?
We do need like an actual. We need to get to an atomics on a Friday. Atomic Friday. We need to pick something. Pick something. What do you want to pick?
All right.
Pick
I'll
a
pick
T
something
number.
and we'll drop it.
Okay.
I'll let you know later.
Yeah.
I gotta eat lunch first, so that way I don't introduce any biases.
Yes.
It's
Lunch
important.
bias. All right. I think that's
There
it.
you go.
That's all I got. Yeah. Have a good weekend.
Let's
Go
do
find
it.
some flaxseed APT bakers.
bakers. Definitely.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
forget about that one.
Cool. Check out the Atomic Lua project. Have a great weekend and
Catch y'all soon.
see ya. Have fun.